This is Tosan. Today I would like to compare the first PCX JF28 model with the latest version of PCX JF05 model. The aim is to tell you whether it is worth buying the oldest model, the PCX JF28 model, by comparing it with the latest version PCX JK05 model. The conclusion is that it's good to buy. You can buy the PCX JF28 model in this year. I will now tell you the difference between the PCX JF28 and the latest version. There are 3 or 4 main differences. The first of all, ABS traction control, idling stop, and USB charging. The latest version has them, but the oldest model doesn't have. And also secondly, the weight and the tire stability are also different. They are totally different, and you can see it from the back side the tire. The number of inches at the rear, the older version is bigger, but the width is much narrower, giving the impression like 110cc bikes, whereas the latest model, as you can see from riding it, is quite sturdy and stable. The latest PCX are quite sturdy and stable, as you can see on the latest models. The latest PCX, as you can see, is quite sturdy and stable. Which is one of the reasons why the recent PCX is often said as being beyond the 125cc class in Japan. Braking force, the brake, the function of the brake is different. The latest one are hydraulic and hydraulic disc, but the oldest one are hydraulic front brake and the rear is mechanical. Well, it's called a drum brake in Japan. I have actually ridden old version of PCX by myself, and it didn't feel as if the brakes were slipping. It wasn't something you could really feel. If I had to say what made the difference, I'd say the maximum power output, which I'm going to talk about now, and starting out and driving in the mountain. To be honest, the difference between the newest PCX and the oldest PCX is this. This is a biggest point for me personally, and I hope you can use this as a reference or something. First of all, the newest PCX has 4 valves. The older ones have 2 valves, and the maximum power output has also changed. The maximum power output has also changed by about 1 horsepower. The maximum output RPM and maximum torque RPM have changed, as well as the bore stroke ratio. If we talk about the detail, they have changed as well. To give you an idea of what has changed, simply the oldest one, PCX JF28 model, is quite different, especially when driving in the mountain or in the uphill. It's not easy to climb smoothly. The latest one, it has been improved and climb quite smoothly. It's the same when you start driving. The old one is not so good to accelerate from 0 to 60 km per hour. It's slow to start. The old version of PCX is quite noticeable that it remains slow to start and hard to accelerate. And I think the number one reason for buying an old PCX is the price. Fuel consumption and the price are closely related, so I'd like to say you I'd like to tell you a bit about fuel consumption. According to the official catalog figures, it only changes by a few kilometers per liter. The latest PCX 125cc, when I go touring with it, I can get around 49 or 50 km per liter with the idling stop when it's good, and 46 km per liter when I turn off idling stop. Old version PCX was around 45 or 46 km per liter, so there is not much difference. It's just 1 or 2 km per liter. And there is not much difference in fuel consumption. On the same Japanese website, I checked the actual price between new version and old version is around 50,000 or 60,000 or 70,000 Japanese yen. It might be 500 US dollars or 450 euro. Or I think it depends on the situation, of course. I will summarize the video regarding the old PCX. If you are commuting to work or school or just using it for a short time, I think the old PCX is fine. And Honda dealers maybe will tell you if you want to buy PCX now, the latest model PCX 125 is better. But I don't know what the reason they will give you. But if the bike is actually in good condition for a bit of riding, you have found the video helpful and you will buy a used bike. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon in the next video.